What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Littleroot Laddering. It is officially September, which means we have a new ranked season. So we're going to be carrying on playing some more Calyrex this week. And Cali Shadow, backed up with Scarf and DD, Volcarona, Eject Button, Hitmontop, Extreme Speed Eliki, and of course Sheer Force Lander. So if you haven't checked out the previous episode, make sure you go and do that. We had some really close games that none of them fell in our favor. So hoping that we can redeem ourselves a little bit today down in Great Ball. And let's get to it. So as always, everyone, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hey, how about that? Got paired up here. Got Zacian. Pretty standard team in all actuality. Eliki, Rillaboom, Ensign, Urshifu, and Landers to back it all up. Hitmontop looks really great here. They got a bunch of physical attackers, and Hitmontop just looks great. I think Lele's pretty okay, especially since it's gonna stop them from doing all of their fake out shenanigans. Volcarona could also be fine. Landers looks pretty decent. Problem is they have most likely Water Urshifu here. So, being able to deal with it before we bring in either of those, just because neither one of them particularly care for Surging Strikes going into it. Do I want to bring Lele? It's a really good answer to Urshifu. We can hit Rillaboom fairly hard. We get to gain control of the terrain. I think I like Lele, so I'm thinking Hitmontop, Calyrex up front with Lele. And I think Landorus. I think I like Landorus more. I'm anticipating Zacian, Urshifu, Rillaboom, Ensign from them. Yeah, I think I like this. I think we're both gonna leave. I think we're both leaving Eliki at home, and I think Volcarona's staying home for us, and Landers is gonna stay home for them. Let's get to it. See what our opponent's doing here. What do we got? What do we got? It's gonna be Urshifu, Eliki up front. Okay. I'm pretty okay with this. We can go for Fake Out plus Astral Barrage here. And then what? This could be Volt Switch out. This could just be E-Web. Do I actually want to stay in and Wide Guard here? It's really bad if they do Volt Switch. Could also feint into the Eliki, anticipating a Protect from it. Could also feint into the... I actually think feint is the play. The question is where to go. Who do I anticipate protecting? Which one of these is carrying Sash? Probably Eliki. Let's do this. I feel okay about this play. Yep, Eliki is going to protect. Cool. Okay, they both just protect. That's actually just fine. So we should get to pick up the Eliki here. Of course, Urshifu does still protect. That should easily pick up the Regieleki. Cool. Get that Grimnay boost. Could be Life Orb, could be Life Orb or Focus Sash on the Eliki, which means this is probably Mystic Water or Focus Sash on the Urshifu. So I think the play this turn is I'm going to switch out into Lele, and I'm going to click Expanding Force into the Urshifu slot. We're going to gain control of terrain this turn. They don't have any other switch-ins here for terrain. And this also lets us preserve Hitmontop so we can intimidate Zacian here in the back as well. And this is going to prevent a fake out, get rid of their terrain so they can't grassy glide. Rillaboom should live this if they're Assault Vest. Okay. So Urshifu was in fact Mystic Water. So we're +2. This could be knockoff into Calyrex, and if that's the case, we're fine. Like, Calyrex goes down, that's whatever. But now I get to bring back in Hitmontop, and we're in control of the terrain, and we get to intimidate them again. Show me that Zacian. Give it to me. Now, unfortunately, we cannot fake out here. There's probably a Behemoth Blade into my Lele, to be honest with you. But I am Scarf. So I think this is pretty easy to just Psychic into the Rillaboom. And I want to go for a close combat into the Zacian, just to do some chip damage on it. And then Lele will go down, and we can switch into... we can get in the Landorus here. And then our opponent's going to have a pretty hard time dealing with both of these mons. If this goes into Hitmontop, for some reason, we get another Intimidate off into it. Yep, easy KO on the Lele, but that's fine. We're in a really good position here. Get to do a decent amount of damage here with close combat. Like, in all actuality, that is actually really good damage. And then we can bring in Landorus. We should be able to live a neutral Behemoth Blade, I would think. Could protect. What does protecting here do for us? I think the actual play was last turn switch Hitmontop out, so I could get another Intimidate off into the Zacian, actually. Oh, I need to be able to live a hit into my Landorus. Come on, buddy. You got this. Oh yeah, we're golden. We are golden. Alright. Hitmontop did work, guys. Hitmontop came out to play. Feint is such a good move when people don't expect it. And especially on Hitmontop that also packs Fake Out and people anticipate the Fake Out and therefore want to protect in front of it. It's just such a good play just to be like, alright, well, next to Calyrex, I'm going to pick up a KO. You know, I'm going to double into one of your slots. If you do protect, you're KO'd. If you don't protect, you're KO'd. Like, especially in that play where I did get to break a potential sash on the Eliki, if it is the item, which I'm assuming it was. They just don't have a play to it. Their play there is to switch Eliki out, and then whatever comes in takes a big hit. Necroz? No. Lunala. Lunala Lele. Ensign, Rillaboom, Urshifu. Not really surprised by that. And of course, Stack Attacker rounding it out as well. Hitmontop once again looks fantastic for us. This time because we have Wide Guard, so we can shut down... well, unfortunately, Lunala also has Wide Guard. So that doesn't quite work out like we want it to. I think our Lele looks really good. I think Eliki also looks fairly okay. What is our play to not let Trick Room go up? Is it just Calyrex Lele? And just like Draining Kiss plus Shadow Ball? I think I like this with Hitmontop, and I think I want probably just Landorus. I think Landorus lines up really well against the Ensign, Urshifu, Rillaboom core. And like, we don't care about Intimidate. Could see Volcarona coming out here. But I think I like Landorus more. Could also just be Eliki. Like, I was really considering locking in Eliki there. Just because if it is like Scarf on the Lele, we still outspeed it. Alright, opponent. It's going to be Lele Lunala. Okay. I feel pretty okay about this lead. We can just double into Lunala and pick up a KO on it. They might click Wide Guard here in front of us. This could be like Wide Guard plus... Okay, their Psychic Terrain went up. Which means they're also Scarf. That is very good information to know. We're not max speed. They could be. I still think this is a safe Shadow Ball into Lunala. Am I fine losing my Calyrex to them having Shadow Ball? I don't have a good switch in. Am I fine losing my Calyrex to them clicking Wide Guard plus Shadow Ball? I think my play is to click Protect. I think my primary play right now is to not let their Trick Room go up if that is their play. Okay, Shadow Ball into Calyrex. They are faster than me. That does like nothing. It's just a Moongeist Beam into my Lele. That's really rough. Yeah, because there's no way we live that. So I think my play now is to bring out, I guess, Landorus. And am I fine sacking off Hitmontop? I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Lele. And I'm going to switch into Hitmontop, I think. The fact that they're also Scarf Lele is really concerning, but they're probably max speed just the way they've played this. The fact that they set up their terrain and they outsped me this past turn tells me either they won a 1-in-4 speed tie or they're faster than me because they have more speed investment. Lunala's going to click Wide Guard. That's completely fine. That doesn't do anything this turn. This should just be a Shadow Ball into my Hitmontop. Which it is. Which is going to trigger Eject Button, which is then going to let me go back into Calyrex. And I should be able to hopefully one-shot this Lele with a Life Orb boosted, Sheer Force boosted, Wide Guard, Sludge Bomb. Cool. Okay. So now Calyrex is back in a position where it can actually do something. Obviously, we still have to watch out for Wide Guard on Lunala, which they have shown us. So the question is what do they bring in here? That is Rillaboom. Okay. I'm really okay with this because I can switch Landorus out into Hitmontop, get the Intimidate off into the Rillaboom. I don't want to click Astral Barrage here because they do have Wide Guard. So I think this is just Training Kiss into Lunala. This is one instance I really wish we had Shadow Ball on Calyrex. Like, exactly Lunala is where I wish we had it. Should just be another Wide Guard, right? No, actually. So we could have got him. Yeah, they're just going to one-shot my Calyrex. Really well played. This is another instance where bringing the Eliki could have also been correct because we can just do so much more damage to it, I think. No Fake Out as well, so it's probably just, knock off, which isn't going to do much because 1 is a resisted hit and 2, we don't have an item. So now, opponent has played this really well. And I think... Oh, and the Rillaboom's at -1. Forgot about that part. They could switch Rillaboom out here. I think going for a fake out into the Rillaboom is fine. Do I want to set up a substitute? Does that actually accomplish anything for me? Could just Earth Power into the Lunala. I think the Rillaboom staying alive is fine. Yeah, they're just going to withdraw. That's also fine. They're going to bring out Stack Attacker, so going for an Earth Power into that slot, like, not Sludge Bombing that slot was obviously the best play for us. Question is, how much does this do? Not enough. Really close, but not enough. We are also faster. Question is, where is this going? In the Landorus, but we take that like a champ. I could see Stack Attacker protecting this turn. I'm going to CC it. It could be Chople. Do I want to set up a substitute? Do I think Lunala just attacks this turn? Because if I can get them on... No, I'm going to substitute. I think there's a chance Lunala switches out this turn. Okay, they don't protect the Lunala. Okay. Well, this hasn't gone great. Yeah, because now my substitute's gone, and I could have just KO'd the Lunala instead. And now I'm at a really low HP value for when the Rillaboom comes back out. I think substituting there was incorrect. I mean, like, it's really high EV if... Actually, that play was completely incorrect. I should have just targeted down the Lunala, because if they go for Trick Room there, this game is 100% over. So I think just attacking into the Lunala was correct. Yep, I think that's going to cost us this game. They should live a close combat, I would think, especially since they're Chople Berry. Only because they're Chople Berry, actually. Miss? Okay, well, Landers is going down. And unfortunately, we're now at -1 defenses on Hitmontop. And we still have to deal with a Rillaboom here. They're plus attack, Stack Attacker. Okay. It's a very specific value that they get to there. But now I should be very dead. I'm going to CC into the Rillaboom, but I can't see a way I win this game. And there should be Fake Out plus Trick Room. No, they're just going to Gyro Ball. I think Trick Rooming there is actually correct, but then it just plays out for another turn. I think it was really free for them to set up a Trick Room. So couple things we could have done in that game differently. I think setting up the substitute, in hindsight, was obviously incorrect. I think at the time, like, thinking through the plays as well, I think it was also incorrect. I think not Astral Barraging was also incorrect, but, like, if they do just click Wide Guard, we just get got. But at the same time, if they do just click Wide Guard, like, Wide Guard plus Knockoff is really terrible for us in that play. So, like, Astral Barraging, I don't think you can reasonably do. But, like, in hindsight, obviously they didn't go for it, so we could. I think bringing Eliki over Hitmontop could have also been correct. But then we're we're actually not that weak to the Stack Attacker because we still then have Landorus. I think that game could have played out a little differently had we brought Eliki, and we had attacked the Lunala instead of setting up a substitute with Landorus. Like, the substitute was just really bad, in my opinion. Ice Rider, Lurantis, Torkoal. Holy cow, this is a lot of Mons. And, oh man, they have Comfey. This team is sweet. I am a fan. Hitmontop is like A+ here. Landorus looks really good as well, ignoring the fact that they have Ice Rider. Volcarona is exceptional. Oh man, how do we prevent a Trick Room? Is this a leave Calyrex at home kind of game? Well, like, if we leave Calyrex at home, I think we lose to Ice Rider, but they have double normal types, so like Astral Barrage isn't even good. I think this is like Hitmontop, Landorus, Volcarona. Do I want Lele? What does Lele do for me? I can't hit Indeedee super effectively. The only thing I can hit super effectively is Ice Rider. So I think I just want Eliki then. Man, I don't feel good about this one. I think the P2 is really going to be bad for us. I think getting a substitute up with Landorus could be really good for us, though. This could be Indeedee Calyrex up front, and if that's the play, Indeedee P2. I mean, I just get a free substitute up here. And this Intimidate doesn't mean anything. But I can close combat this turn, plus substitute. What is their download boost? It's going to be attack. Okay. So they're not Psychic Seed Indeedee, so they could be Life Orb. That's become fairly popular here lately. They could also be Focus Sash. I think targeting down this P2 is correct. Question is, do I attack or do I just set up a substitute? I think if I set up a substitute, it stalls out their potential Trick Room even longer, and I'm pretty okay with that. Yep, follow me. Not really surprised by this. This should just be Trick Room going up. And now they get to deal with Landorus behind substitute. Yep, completely fine. Because now I get to click Wide Guard and Earth Power into the Indeedee to pick up the KO on it. Thunderbolt into my Hitmontop. That's going to give me my eject button. This is actually really, really great. Because now I can bring in Volcarona. So when I KO the Indeedee here, they're like less incentivized to bring in. Oh, it's just Energy Ball. Are you Life Orb? You are not Life Orb. Okay. Well, Indeedee down. But this is fine because now I can switch out Landorus into Hitmontop. Put the Calyrex to -1. Go for Heat Wave. Could also protect this turn. I can't eat my berry in front of Calyrex, but I think that's actually fine. Yeah, we'll Heat Wave. And we'll switch into Hitmontop. The problem with this play is I don't have a good way of getting Hitmontop off the field and bring it back in. The really only way I have to doing so is like Rage Powder plus switch out, which doesn't feel great because that still gets got by Glacial Lance. Does this make contact? Can I get a Flame Body proc here? Ow. Can I get a burn? Can you not be weakness policy? Now I'm going to Whirlwind. And I'm going to Wide Guard. This is going to get Calyrex out. Ow. Alright, fine. Oh, we get the Flame Body proc, though! Okay. Like, they're at +2 now, but they're burnt. Yeah, playing around with Wide Guard there was really, really well played from our opponent. But, like, what else am I to do there? Like, this turn we just double protect. What they should do, what they can do to completely punish us this turn, is to double Trick Room. Because it'll turn Trick Room off and then immediately reset it. Oh, how do I beat that if that's their play? How do I beat that? I haven't shown Protect on Landorus. I think the way I play around that is to Thunderbolt and Protect. Okay. So Trick Room is not immediately going back up. That's good. This gives me a turn with Landorus to deal with Calyrex. Question is, do they double my Eliki? Oh man, double protect was just a play. Because I don't think Landorus is going to be able to pull this off by itself. Man, just double protecting there was the play. But like, if they do just double Trick Room, we are so far behind at that point. And I think the play I made gave us like the best chances of getting around it. They should probably just protect Calyrex if they have it. We've seen High Horsepower, we've seen Glacial Lance. We haven't seen any other moves from it. Oh, yep. Alright, opponent. You got it. You got it. So the play now is to get 5 protects in a row. Calyrex will then faint, and Trick Room will be over. There's no way we win this game. Man, not a great day to start out, but not a great way to start the season, but I mean, we got to show off what this team's really good at. Hitmontop really did a lot of work for us today, in all actuality. Opponents just played us to a very... Honestly, our opponents today were very, very well played. I would actually love to look at their team. I think their team is super unique. Is that max special attack in DD? It is. Max special attack, max HP focus sash. Energy Ball in DD is so cool, and I don't know if I like it or if I hate it. Specs. Yep, nothing really surprising there. I don't care for Solar Beam Specs Torkoal, especially in a format where Kyogre is extremely popular as well. I also think Overheat should probably just be Heat Wave. Or Flamethrower. Flamethrower actually, so then you're not completely bodied by White Guard. And then you could probably turn Solar Beam into Heat Wave. I think that's probably fine. After you, Comfey. I actually did not know it got after you. That's cool. Occa Berry, Lurantis. Solar Blade, so you can pair it next to Torkoal is really cool. Of course, Bulky P2. Saw both of this. We didn't see Recover, but obviously you're playing Recover on Man, they had the Trick Room, so they could have made the play, but I don't think my play was incorrect. I think it takes a lot of insight from our opponent to make that play. And as a result, like, I don't want to say I out-leveled myself by making the play I did, but I think the play I made gave us, like, the highest chance to potentially come back in that game. But I'm not entirely convinced that my play was incorrect. But that is going to be it today, everyone. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later in the week with some more Littleroot laddering. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.